This is the brand new Ping Heppler range of putters. Let's do it, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you're new to the channel and this is your first time watching my content, I nearly had my eye out there with this new putter. If it is your first time watching my content, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do hope you enjoy this video, and make sure you do take 2 seconds to consider hitting that subscribe button below if you don't want to miss any of the golf related content I bring to you guys every single day. Also guys, make sure you leave us a like if you do enjoy this type of content, and hit those comments below. Have you ever owned a Ping putter? I'm guessing most of you have. I know I have. So first things first, have Ping gone backwards with this? Are they reverting from what they've done so well? Are they just going backwards? And one of the real cool things about this new range from Ping is it's very similar to the old Versa style, which Odyssey made for alignment, and I really do enjoy that. And I did think that that range from Odyssey did really well actually. I think it did help with alignment, helped with a lot of things. And Ping, have they copied it? I'm not really too sure, but I do know that it works pretty nice. That's 2 out of 3, that's quite good.
Another putter?
We have got another putter.
What's this one?
This is the Ping Heppler range. Hepler. So guys, it turns out you can't come and do a little bit of practice putting here at Waterfront Golf Club and not bump into the resident putting pro Chris. But fortunately enough, this video is about putters.
Yes.
So this is where you're going to come in, Chris. So one of the big things that Ping have stated with the Hepler range is that it is a hard feel or a firm feel, and quite a pleasing feel apparently that Ping have said. Now, what have you got there?
So I've got the Sigma 2, the Anser version, and this was the last model, but it has a soft face.
So this is where I'm thinking, are Ping, I'm not saying do they know what they're doing, but why would you go a really soft one and then in the next range you bring out go really hard? That doesn't, are we?
Well, again, people are going to have different feels off the face, so some may like something that comes off, feels a little bit harder, comes off a little bit faster. Others may like a softer feel. Again, on different speed greens, those putters might be good for some and bad for others, but maybe that's why.
So you see my Circle T putter, I don't know if you know this guy, I've got a Circle T putter.
No, he's not told anyone, folks.
I did a video actually.
Oh yeah, just the five videos.
That's got a German stainless steel insert in, which is really soft steel, really soft insert,
yep.
And it really helped me when I played out in Abu Dhabi and Dubai. You'll know because you were there. Greens out there generally roll fast, generally roll well. There's not really a winter season there, is there? The greens are just good all year round. We come back here to England, and although the greens are fantastic here at Waterfront,
yep,
they're a little bit slow because you can't cut them down, it's going to get too wet. So generally, what would you go, Chris? Would you go, if I was going a real soft insert for the fast greens, I suppose a Hepler with the hard insert would be better.
Yeah, so a lot of times I find people with a soft putter face, they struggle when it gets to slow greens.
Yeah.
So they're really trying to hit it harder, and then the pace comes off, the strike goes a little bit. So having something with a harder face will make it a lot easier for them to get the ball rolling with a consistent distance control. And
then there's obviously weight in there as well, isn't there? So a heavier putter is going to be easier on fast greens because you just have to get it rolling. Yep. Lighter putter, you have to generate a bit more momentum.
Exactly.
So guys, one thing that is vitally important that you should know, the new Hepler range by Ping does not replace the Sigma 2 range. It does actually run alongside it. So you do have the option of the soft face, you have the option of the firm face, and actually you have an option of 9 different heads here. So if I show you these on the good old iPhone now, this is off Ping's website. You see here we have the Anser 2, you can see we have the Fetch, which West would run with in Abu Dhabi. We also have the Floki, which big Alex Etchers should use. Then we move on to the ketsch range, ketsch. There's weird names, aren't they? Piper Armlock, which is the longer one with more loft on there. The Piper C, which is the half moon. Then we also have the Tomcat 14, the Tyne 3, which we have here, and the ZB3. So we have 9 different head shapes here. And you also can adjust the length of these putters. So as you can see here, if I put, oh, you've got it.
It is.
Thanks, mate.
As per usual.
So so here we do have the key for the adjustable length. So all I do, I have to pop this into the end here. If I turn it that way, we add loft. Do you think I need to add loft? This is at 34, that suits me, doesn't it?
Well, I would say, and as you'll have seen from James's video, I would like to see him in a longer putter. So this is set at 34, I would like to see it at 35 inches.
Okay, so it's really easy. We've got here on the shaft, you can see a little bit of a 32 there. then obviously we've got half an inch, another inch, half inch, another inch, so 32, 33, 34, 35. We've actually gone too far there, so I'm going to put that back down to 35, Chris.
Yep.
And there we have the perfect 35-inch putter.
Perfect. So one thing to think about, guys, is although you can lengthen and shorten this putter, it won't affect the lie angle. So sometimes when we get a longer putter, we want to look at maybe altering the lie angle.
Which you can't do with the key.
Not with the key. So that's again something, guys, when you come and you look at a new putter, if you get that fitted, we can get the correct lie angle to suit you.
So what we're saying is you can't just go and buy off the shelf and fit it yourself with this key.
No.
You should still really go and get fitted.
Yeah.
So one of the real big things that I do enjoy with this putter is the feel off the face. So Ping say that it does sound firmer and more pleasing, and I've got to agree. I do think that it does feel that a little bit firm, and I do think that actually I sort of prefer that a little bit. That felt really nice. Oh, how's that missed? So generally that is something which I would definitely look for in a putter. It's got to go in, surely.
Third
Yes.
time lucky, but all is not lost, because with James, and you'll have seen in the videos, is he tends to get his arms not matching the shaft. Because it's a little bit short for him, we see he gets the shaft and arms not matching. So we can now actually...
So this is back at 34, guys. We're going to try and prove a point here, basically. I would stand like this, wouldn't I?
Yeah, so you'll see there, guys, on camera that his arms and shaft will slightly not match there. But if we now make that putter into a 35-inch...
It's easy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have the putter at 35 inches, and to me this just feels too long, but then I do get this. So for what Chris has been working on for me, and we will link the videos of the putting lessons, but I probably need another one, don't I? Though I have been putting well recently, but he likes me to stand a little bit closer to the ball. If I say anything wrong, stand in. The handle further up, and then from there that allows me to get a stroke that moves more on an arc. That's a miles better putt, isn't it?
Straight in. So you can see his hands will now get a little bit higher up the shaft because it's now longer, and you'll see now his forearms and shaft will match. So we can now lengthen that to suit James's stroke. Okay, so again, that's a key thing of getting fitted. He would have got this putter off the shelf, it's 34, but in this case we've lengthened it and it's helped him.
And generally, so we have affected the lie angle by my posture.
Correct.
So
yes.
although we said earlier about the lie angle being an issue if you lengthen it, if you're going for constant lessons and you know what you're trying to do,
Yep.
it shouldn't really be an issue because you can coach around it.
Yeah, exactly. So we can make sure that your posture suits the lie angle, so that's still working how we want to.
So as you can see here, guys, I do have the Tyne 3 model, and actually this is a model that I would choose. It is a shape that I'm familiar with. I do really, really like it. It reminds me of the Odyssey number 7. It reminds me of the Scotty Cameron X5. It reminds me of just some really good, nice shapes. These fangs here really help me with alignment, but also we do get different face materials depending on which design you go for. You either get the copper looking steel on the face or the black looking aluminium on the face. Aluminium, but basically if you do go for more of a mallet style head, then you do get the black face, which is aluminium. Got it right? Oh, I missed it though. And if you do go for a more blade looking head, you do get the copper looking face, which is steel, and that is basically to help Ping proportion MOI better for more forgiveness on various models. Try saying that fast. Go. Help Ping proportion. So Chris, we spoke earlier about how obviously the look on the face with the different colours, it's not just a look, it's not just for visuals, it is also a difference in materials. But how can it possibly help me with, say, alignment with the different variances in colours? So you've lined me a ball up here, as we can see. So we have just spoken about how the different colours are different materials, but how can this possibly help me with alignment? You've aligned a ball up here and the Titleist sign's pointing at me.
Correct, yeah. So we've got the Titleist sign horizontal to where we're trying to put, so to the hole. So we can use the horizontals to help us aim better to the Titleist sign.
So ideally, if I was going to do this, would you say maybe draw a cross on the ball instead of just a one line?
Correct, yes. So we'll see a lot of players now. What we find is it's much easier for them to align to a horizontal. So if we put a little X or a cross on the ball when we're lining up, with this new putter, it should be easier for us to align to that, given it's aiming to our target.
And that is very similar to the Odyssey Versa technology, isn't it?
Correct, yes. So very similar to the Odyssey, where they went black, white and black, so you could separate and square the face.
Yes! Yeah! Third time again. So guys, that was a quick look at the brand new Hepler range of putters by Ping. We also had a quick look at the Ping Sigma 2 range that is still running Chris, which would you prefer? Would you prefer a softer face or a harder face?
Again, a lot of the times I play on fast greens, so I do enjoy a softer feeling putter. Again, I don't feel like it can get away from me and I'm a lot more in control. But for the winter greens now that we've got in England, I would probably head towards something with a little bit of harder face.
I must admit, I've really enjoyed this test. I've really enjoyed using this today. I love the sound of it. I think that sounds absolutely awesome. The looks are really good. To be honest, I think I would rather have black and white as opposed to black and copper, but I think then that would be too much like the Odyssey and they'd probably get in trouble. So there might be a reason for the copper there, and that's obviously a style that they are going for. I don't know if I've enjoyed it because obviously we are on winter greens, not winter greens, but they are a little bit slower, they're a bit dewier.
Yep.
If I had this out in Dubai last week, I'm not sure if I would have got on with it as well as maybe a softer face putter.
No.
So I think for the guys at home who are going to try new putters, I think it's imperative that maybe you try them on different style greens, maybe even a different style putting mat if you're in a shop.
Yeah, that's it. Try and get the putter and try it on a green speed that you're going to play on most of the year. Again, we can't always account for slower greens through the winter, but in the summer you want something that's going to be consistent for when you're playing your competitive golf.
Absolutely. And so one thing that I think we mentioned in the title and we mentioned at the start of the video, have Ping gone backwards? Have they ditched the soft face for a hard face? Absolutely not, guys. Both these putters are still available. So if you are looking for a Ping putter, like I said earlier, comment below, have you ever used a Ping putter? Would you use a Ping putter? Which Ping putter would you use? Loads of comments below, guys. We want a big conversation about this below. I'd still go Sigma 2 personally.
Yeah.
But very similar shapes, just nicer colours for me, and I really do enjoy the soft face on that. I did a review on that last year, and I think the review was called the softest putter face ever. So, the hardest putter face ever?
Potentially.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't you enjoyed it? If you have, make sure you do hit that subscribe button below. Leave us a like if you enjoyed that content. Make sure you check out Chris on Instagram because he's killing it.
You better believe it.
And as always, we'll see you tomorrow.